Hello, hello, friends. Today we have Caged by a Secret Killer by PhoenixAki. Oh no, you've been locked inside a Sudoku grid by a crazed maniac who gets thrills out of forcing people to complete logic puzzles. Man, I feel like some people would get a kick out of this, right? Some people might enjoy this as well. Use your wits as well as knowledge of some Sudoku secrets to break free. As well as knowledge of some Sudoku secrets. Okay, what Sudoku secrets do I know? We're gonna find out, I guess. I should keep reading. Puzzle creator is not liable if the puzzle breaks during your escape. Oh, that's funny. Okay, rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. All right. So, normal Sudoku rules, we have a 9x9 puzzle. So we're using the numbers 1 through 9 today. We'll have to place them, the numbers 1 through 9, once each in every one of these 3x3 boxes, once each in every row, and once each in every one of these columns. We're going to have to figure out where those numbers go to satisfy all those conditions. Cells in cages sum to the total in the top left corner. Okay. Oh, I actually might have to keep reading because these sum to E, but I don't know what E is yet. And these two cells sum to G. These two cells sum to C. These two sum to A, etc., etc. What is that? In this puzzle, cage totals are given as letters whose value must be deduced. Okay, so we don't know what the letters are. We'll have to figure it out. Each of the 4 letters has a unique sum. A can't be the same as C, G, or E. Okay, so we also, oh, it spells cage. I get it. We also know that these two cells sum to C, so these will all have the same total, but that's different than A, and different than E, and different than G. Okay, cool. What else do we know? Digits cannot repeat along the positive and negative diagonals. Okay, so these blue lines here. Digits can't repeat along this line. So we have a given 5 here. We're not going to have any more 5s along these blue lines at all, right? Okay. What else? I lost my spot. Cells connected by a green line must differ by at least 5. Okay. These two are connected by a green line, so whatever goes here, this will have to be at least a difference of 5 or more, and that's going to go for each of these green lines here. Cells connected by a white dot are consecutive, and inequality signs point to the smaller of 2 digits, okay? So we have a couple white crop key here. These are going to be 2 consecutive numbers. These are going to be 2 consecutive numbers. And then we also have our alligator mouths where the alligator wants to eat the bigger digit. So this digit will be larger than this digit will be larger than this digit, etc., etc. Sounds good to me. We gotta, we're gonna have to break free, right? Using our knowledge of some Sudoku secrets and our wits. Oh my golly. How do we want to get started? As always, there's a link to this puzzle in the description if you'd like to solve as well as a link to a Google form if you'd like to submit a puzzle. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's start off with what we know, right? C, A, G, and E are all different numbers. I also know that 5 can't go along this line at all. I also know I'll need a 6 along this line somewhere. If I'm going to have 9 different non-repeating digits, I have to use them all. But a 6 can't go here, so I'll have to have a 6 here somewhere. Okay. Same thing with 4. I'll have to have the 4 somewhere here. Maybe. Ooh, okay. So I was thinking, I know from previous experience, if you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 all the way up to 9, you get 45. So I know that the total for this column is 45. The total for this row is 45, etc., etc. So, gosh, I don't know what this is though. This will be 40, if I have an equation written down, 45 equals 4C, if C is the total of this cage, which it is. 45 equals 4C plus this, but I don't know what that is. 45 equals 3A plus 4 plus this plus a part of E. I can't even say half because this wouldn't be directly half. It would just be some value smaller than E. Darn. Well, maybe once I figure these out, I would be able to narrow these down. I know that C and E are both odd because if I add together two consecutive numbers, no matter what they are, if you add two consecutive numbers together, you get an odd number. So I know that C is odd. If I can figure out what this is, if I have four odd numbers, two odd numbers together is even. Plus another odd would make it odd, plus another odd would make it even, but I need my total to be odd. So this is an odd number. Okay, same thing here. This is going to be an odd number. Oh, actually, it can't be 5. And they are going to be different from each other, but that's okay. Oh, I also need 4 different ways to get this odd number. That's something to think about. Um, it's gonna be an odd plus an even plus an odd, and like each of these will have an even number in them. 4 can't go here, so 4 is gonna go here somewhere. I think I can do more with this. Hi, Luna. Having two cats that are sisters and that get jealous of each other is really interesting because Luna, this one, came over to me to get my attention and then started coughing. So I was like, oh, she's gonna puke. So I went and sat on the bathroom floor with her for a little bit to see, so it'd be easier to clean up in there. But she never did. She ended up being fine. But then Loba comes over and sits right between us and just sits down and stares at me like, oh, you're not gonna give me attention? Not understanding that, like, I'm trying to make sure Luna doesn't throw up. I'm not just giving her attention. I don't know. She seems fine now. I think she was just coughing. Um, where were we? Oh, I was thinking I could do more with this E here. If this is a 1, this is 44, so these would each be 11, right? If this is a 9, this would be 36, so these would each be 9. You know, I think I have options. I didn't check 3 and 7, but oh wait, I should check 3 and 7 because 45 minus 3 is 42, which is not divisible by 4. And 45 minus 7, I was just trying to look at extremes, but 45 minus 7 is going to be 38, which is also not divisible by 4. And the same thing's going to happen up here. This has to be a 1 or a 9. Nice. Okay. Well, there's my 1, 9 for this. So now these can't be a 5 or a 1 or a 9. And E is either, what, this was 11s or 9s, right? If this is 1, this is 44 divided by 4 is 11. If this is 9, this is 36 divided by 4, which is 11. Okay, cool. They each have a consecutive option. Yeah, 4 and 5. Oh, that's so cool. In order to get 11, the consecutive option would be 5 and 6. In order to get 9, the consecutive option would be 4 and 5. Either way, I need to have a 5 in these cages, but 5 can't go here. That's really cool. That's really nice. So then this is a 4, 6. I don't know which one, C or E, is 9 and which one's 11 yet, but one of them is. This is digits bigger than this one. That's fine. Okay. This digit's bigger than this digit. A and G both have a German whisper option. Let's maybe look at this. I only need to have 3 different ways to get this number. The German whisper here makes this have to be a high and a low digit. Okay, yeah, let's look at this. This is going to be 1, 7 at the lowest, right? I need to have a high digit. I can't use a 6 in this column. So this needs to be a 7 at the lowest, and the other digit would be a 1. So this is a total of 8. What's the biggest this could be? 4, 9, 13? So I'm between 8 and 13. I can't use 11 or 9 because I've already used those here. So I'm actually 8, 10, 12, 13. Oh, if this goes 13, 13, 13, though, that's 39. And then the 6 gets me to 45 already. So it's not actually 13. Okay, so 8, 10, or 12. If it's 12, 12, and 12, that's 36. This is already 42. This would have to be 1 and 2. But it's possible, right? 36 plus 6 would be 42 plus 3. Yeah, 1 and 2 I think would be fine. I wouldn't want to use 1 and 2 to try to, or 6 to try to get 12 anyways, so that would work. What about 10? 30? Oh, I'm wearing shorts today. You can't really move around much, Luna. It kind of hurts. If these were 10s, like, I don't know, like a 2 and an 8 here, I think would be the option. Or, no, I couldn't do 1 and 9. It would be 2 and 8. This would be 30. This would be 36. These two would have to sum to be 9. So this would have to be a 1 also. And this would be an 8. Oh, but 2, 8 is the only way to get 10, so I couldn't do an 8. Oh, so 10's not actually an option. Because I can't do 3, 7, I can't do 1, 9, because this would break. Oh, so now I'm between 8 and 12 here. Okay, wait, that's really narrowed down. 8 would have to be 1 and 7 here. This would be 24, this would be 30. Oh, I have to get 15 between 2 cells, and I can't use another 6. The only thing that works is 12. Wow. And that would be what, 3 and 9? I can't use 5, so I can't do 5 and 7. I don't want to do 6 and 6. 4 and 8 isn't a valid German whisperer. This has to be 3 and 9. Whoa. I actually ended up only having one option. Oh, I can also figure out this now. Okay, oh, and I know in a second what these are. This is 1, so this is 44, meaning these are 11. So this is a 6, and this is a 4. Okay, cool. These are 9s. 12, 12, and 12 is 36. This is 42. This had to be 1 and a 2. This one, it's kind of labeled that these need to be 9s, right? That's kind of funny how that works out. So this is going to be a 7. I need to have 3 and 6 and 1 and 8. This can't be a 6, so this won't be a 3. This needs to be bigger than this, so this won't be 1, 8, or 3, or 6. Nice. I'm actually pretty happy with how that turned out. Options here, I need to have 12. One of these needs to be a 5, 7, and one of these needs to be a 4, 8. But I don't know which one's which yet. I have a 7 here. I might pencil options just to see my across options later. I'm getting 12, so 4, 8, or 5, 7. This can't be a 7, so this won't be a 5. But other than that, I don't know. Okay. I might want to look here. Ooh, I need a 9 somewhere. Is there anything else that doesn't have a spot yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everything else is possible here, but I definitely have to use a 9 here. Okay, 9 has a lot of options. I could put a 1, 3, or 4 next to it. I'm not using a 6. What if I do use a 4? And I have to go 4, 9. That seems fine. I'm not worried about that. Maybe I'll come back to this. Oh, I do need 2 high digits. That's a good way of looking at it. I've already used 6 or 7 for sure. Neither one of these can be an 8. I'm trying to reach over Luna's head. If this can't be an 8, this can't be a 1. If this can't be an 8, this can't be a 4. Okay? So I definitely have an 8 and a 9. An 8 would have to go next to a 1 or a 3. So the other 1, 3 is going to be here with the 8, meaning... Okay, I definitely have an 8 somewhere here. It needs to go next to a 1 or a 3, because I've already used a 2 and it can't go next to a 4. So the other 1, 3 is going to go next to the 8, meaning the 9 needs to go next to a 1, 2, 3, 4, but I already have a 1, 2, 3, so I will have 9 and 4 in here. I don't know where, so I can't pencil it, but 9, 4 is one of these, meaning this will be a 5 and this will be a 7. So this will be 4, 8. Okay. But I don't know if 8 goes next to 1 or 3 yet. We'll come back to that. 4 and 9 for sure. Oh, are you going somewhere? Ow, you're scratching me. Thanks, Luna. Bye. She's sitting on the corner of my chair. Okay, bye. What else do I know? I might be able to do something similar over here. The totals I've used are 9, 11, and 12. So here, this whole, I didn't put my headphones back in. I guess I don't really have anything to listen to, but now they're in the way on the keyboard. The whole thing's 45, minus the 9 is 36, minus the 4 is 32. So these cells sum to 32. I need to get down to something that is divisible by 3. If this was a 2, these could each be 10, but this can't be a 2. The next number would be 27, which would be divisible by 3, because each of these would be 9, but I've already used 9 as a total. So I need to go all the way down to 24, and these are going to be 8 each, meaning to get from, shoot, what was this total? I need these to be 8 each, which is 24, plus 4. I don't remember what I needed this to be. 24 plus 4 is 28, plus 9 is going to be 37, so this needs to be an 8. And these, it labels this. These each need to sum to 8. That's funny. My option here has to be... Ooh, I can use a 6 now because I couldn't use a 6 over here, but that wouldn't be a valid German whisper summing to 8. This is going to have to be 1, 7, I believe. This is a 7, so this is a 1, and this is a 7, actually. Nice. Now I need a 2, 6, and a 3, 5. This can't be a 6, so this can't be a 2. This can't be a 5, so this can't be a 3. Other than that, this being 3, 6 now would break this. So I want this to be 8, 1. This is going to be 6, 3. I don't think that changed anything else. Okay. 2, 5, 3, 6. What's going on here? These need to be 11. So if this is an 8, this is a 3. So this can't be a 3. This can't be a 5. These, I'm trying to get 11. I need to have a 2, 9, and a 4, 7, right? This can't be a 4, so this can't be a 7. This also can't be a 4, so this can't be a 7. So this needs to be a 9, this needs to be a 2. This is my only place for a 4 now, so this needs to be 7. 2, 5, 6. Okay. These this is a 4, so this is an 8, this is a 4. That given digit, man. It just jumped out at me. It wasn't there before. Here, I need to have 2 high digits. I've already used 7 and 8, so I need to have 6 and 9 here. So this won't be a 6. Meaning to get 8, this won't be a 2. 6 and 9, meaning I need to have 1, 6 on one of these. 1 will go here, and 6 will go here. And also 9. 9 could go next to 2. I've already used 3 and 4 and 1, so I need to have 2 and 9, meaning this is going to be a 5, and we're trying to get 8 here. This is an 8. Or sorry, a 3 to make it 8, meaning this is going to be a 6, and this is going to be a 2. One of these is 1, 6, and one of these is 2 and 9. I don't think I know which one's which yet. Okay, nice. So, ooh, I can't use 2s here. Well, that's interesting, which means I can't use 9s here. 1, 6, 1, 6, 2, 9, 2, 9. Everything is still an option. What else do I know? What else do I know? These German whispers now, maybe? I feel like these blue lines are going to come in handy, and I haven't figured it out yet. This, I knew the options I needed to have, right? It needed to be, I have a 1 and a 4 and a 9 and an 8. So I definitely have 4, 9 on one of these. And the other one is 1, 8. course, I don't know about that. Okay, well, 9 would have to go here or here. And 4 would have to go here or here. And then 1, 8. 8 can't go on this diagonal, so this can't be 8, so these can't be 1s. Well, now I have a 1, 9 on this diagonal, so this has to be a 6. There you go. Meaning this has to be a 1, so this has to be a 2, and this has to be a 9. Meaning this can't be a 9, it's going to be a 1. 1 goes with 8, and 4 goes with 9. Perfect. That ended up working out. This is a 3, so this is a 9, and this is a 3. I have Sudoku left. Let's start on the lines, honestly. Those might be easier. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Somebody said my scanning was getting better. Wait till I have to scan diagonal lines, then I can't do it. Okay, I have a 3 and a 7 here. So I could look at stuff like, where does 3 go in here now? That's all I know. Where does 7 go in here? That's all I know. Let's see. Maybe I could look at these diagonals. I only have a 1, 5, 9 on this. I'm actually going to wait on that. I immediately looked to see if I could go 9, 8, 7, but I can't. And I also have a 2 here. Okay, let's... Gosh, I have 3s. I have my 7s. I have a 1 and an 8 up here. Let's look in here. I need a 1 still. It's going to go here somewhere. I need a 2 still. 2 just can't go here. 3. I need a 4. One of these is going to be a 4. I need a 5. I don't know anything about 5s besides this. 6s. Oh my gosh, 6 could go anywhere. 7. I need an 8. This did not work out well. That's still a ton of options. I don't want that there, actually. Where's a better place to look? Is it really this? Maybe there's like a single or something I'm missing. I need to have a 2 on here somewhere. A 2 has to go here or here. Okay, there you go. I already have a 2 in this box and this box. So one of these has to be a 2. I need a 3 somewhere. 3 can't go in the middle. So 3 is going to go in one of these. I have lots of options still. I have a 4 down here. This could be a 4. Or this could be a 4. Let's actually change this to a corner mark. 4 had options. I have a 5. I need a 6 here somewhere. 6 could go here or here. I need a 7. 7 could go here or here. I need an 8. 8 is going to have to go in here. Okay, so the only 2s and 8s can only go in the middle here. So the other options that only had one option, I'll be able to place those, but this has to be a 2, 8. Okay, there you go. I have a 2 and an 8 in both corners. Perfect. Now, I don't have anything to tell me which one's which, but there was a few other options that I did not pencil that only had one option now. Like, I have a 4 down here, so I need to put a 4 up here somewhere, but I already have a 4 here. So let's put 4 here. 1, 2, 4, 8, 9. That's fine. I have a 6 up here. So 6 can't go here. 6 can't go here. 6 will have to go on one of these. It'll have to go here. We're getting closer. This looks like a 3, 7 because I can't put a 3, 7 here. I don't know. Yes, I do. This is a 3, so this is a 7. So this one becomes a 3. Okay, that ended up working out. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a 5 and a 7. This is a 7, so this becomes a 7 and this becomes a 5. These are a 3, 5. This is a 3, so this is a 3 and this is a 5. Now maybe these might be easier. No, I only know like 1, 7, 3 here. That's tough. I have a 1, 2, 3. I need a 4. I don't know anything about that. I need a 5. It just can't go in the middle. 6, 7, 8. Could go anywhere. Okay. Let's look at 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. I keep having the same digits over and over. Okay, I need a 3 in here. It can't go here, so one of these has to be a 3. 4, 5, 6. I need a 7. This one can't be a 7, so it has to be a 7. And then a 9. 9 could be any of these, except a 9 can't go here. So let's make this a 3. This is going to be a 7, 9 now. This has to be larger than a 3, so it won't be a 1 or a 2, meaning those are going to go here. And this will be an 8. So this is a 2. There you go. This is an 8. Shoot, that doesn't tell me about this. But we're getting somewhere. I have a 7, 9, and a 1, 2 here. Okay. 6, 5, 8, 7 does not tell me about that. Okay. What are these? I need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this can't be a 1. Or a 4 or a 6. So that has to be a 9. Perfect. Perfect. This one can't be a 4. But 1 and 6 are both okay. This one can't be a 4 or a 6, so it's a 1, so this is a 6, and this is a 4. Perfect. 1 means this is a 2, and this is a 1. 9 means this is a 7, and this is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 7, so this is a 2, and this is a 7. I need a 3. 8. This is going to be... I need a 1. It's going to have to go here, and this is going to have to be a 9. Let's do this way. I need a 2 still. It's going to be one of these. I need a 3, 4, 5. It's going to be one of these. Oh, it's happening again. And I still need a 6. Okay, the only thing that can go in the middle is a 2. So now I have a 5, 6 up here, which I don't know about yet. This is going to be 1, 2, 3. I need a 4. 5, 6, 7, and then 8 and a 9. Okay, 8 is going to go here, and 9 is going to go here. Oof. Oh, I have this 9, don't I? Nice. 4, 8, 9. Okay. This, please something tells you about this 5, 6. Did I miss something? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Okay. This can't be an 8, and this can't be an 8, so this is an 8. So I have a 4, 5 here, but this is a 4, so this is a 5, and this is a 4, meaning this is a 6, and this is a 5. So this, 1 has to go here. I need a 2. Let's put it here because of this, not just because of willy-nilly. This is going to be a 6. Yay! Very nice. 3, 2, 2, 2. What a very close to a very nice number, right? I was also only 1 digit off from being like really cool 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 something. Anyways, very nice puzzle. Very cool puzzle. It was nice thinking about I wasn't confident about at first when I had all the odd numbers here that I could be able to do more. But once I actually looked at the options here, and you know, I knew that this needed to be an odd number because I have 4 multiplied times an odd number and the whole thing is 45. But looking at the actual options here for what would be left over, I brought it down to only 2 options, and that was really nice. And then having this German whisper line to tell me I had even less options here, that was very nice. That was very cool. So what the totals ended up being, C was 9, A was 8, G was 12, and E was 11, right? Very cool. Very nice. And these diagonal lines that were limited, I had a hard time scanning them, of course, because you're kind of looking across the whole puzzle. But that was a good next place to look when I had all these options open still. It was narrowed down to a 2-8. That was really nice. That worked out so well. Very nice puzzle, Phoenix. Let me know how you all did in the comments.